Hey guys, have you ever been confused about contouring? Because I know I have. We all have seen the Kim Kardashian videos, her very extreme contouring, but this video is going to be kind of a walkthrough about what you're thinking when you're contouring a normal person for an everyday look. I think it makes a huge difference, and I hope you will too after seeing this video. One thing I did forget to mention, if you would like a harsher contour, a very good tip is to use those little brushes that come with the Benefit blushes or bronzers, and then just carve out the hollow of your cheek with this, and it's going to give you a much more dramatic look. Go ahead and stay tuned. Okay guys, so on this side of my face, I'm just going to do what I used to do before I learned this technique, and then we can compare the differences. I have added Estee Lauder's Perfectionist foundation to my entire face, and then I just spot concealed over here, and that's where I would have stopped. And then let's go ahead and do the contouring technique that I use on this side of my face, and then we can see the difference. First, I want to start off with concealing my under eyes. Right here, I have two different concealers. One is in a slightly darker shade. It is the same shade as my foundation, but it's in a much thicker formula, so it's going to cover up any blemishes I might have, imperfections. And then I have this one. It's also Estee Lauder the Double Wear concealer in 02 light medium, and this is what I'm going to use to put right underneath my eye as kind of like a brightening thing. And then I'm going to go in with this brush that I got from Target. It's the Target brand brush, and just kind of blend it out. I get really dark right here, so I want to make sure I'm lightening that up. And then I kind of want to draw this kind of shape here and get it right there, because what I want to happen is this to be a flat plane that is raised up when you are looking at the dimensions of my face. So that's why people draw the triangle here. They want that to appear closer to the person that's looking at them. And then when I blend this out, I like to blot like this. It helps evenly distribute the product, and I don't want to pull the skin that's right underneath my eye. Okay, and right here you can see I kind of have like a line, but that's okay. Just kind of blend it out like that. And you can already see a big difference. I don't have the dark under eye circles, but yet still doing this technique helps to, you know, bring this area of my eye forward. I also made sure when I was doing that triangle to do the very tops of my cheekbones right here, because that's where I'm going to be adding my highlight. And yeah, and that's where I stopped, because from here down, then I'll add my blush, and then I'll add my bronzer right here, or contour. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer from Mally. I like using a stick form because I feel like it stays in place longer. And most women do have redness right around their nose area because of hormones or something. And you just really want to make sure to blend this out. You don't want, I mean, if you're trying to cover up a blemish, you don't want a big piece of concealer there. So already we can see a big difference, I think. I'm not sure if it's translating to camera. And now it's time to go in with my bronzer. Now the bronzer that I chose is a cool toned bronzer because I want to create a shadow. If you're using a warm toned bronzer, you know, you can kind of just spread it all over your face. Maybe it's like 1 or 2 shades darker than your actual skin tone. This one is going to be, I mean, you can see it's quite a bit darker. It's City Colors, the Be Matte bronzer in Brown Sugar, and I've got my Morphe brush, and I find this is really good to contour with. And I'm gonna get some product, but I wanna make sure that I tap it off. And then I'm going to start. Now it's better to start small and then build up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here where my ear is and kind of bring it right around here. And this works best for me because I know where my bones are. You kind of have to feel your face and figure out where your bone structure is and then exaggerate it. So if I go like this, I can really feel where that bone is, and that's where I want to place this bronzer. Now it's really important, if you have a face shape like mine, that you don't over contour. Remember, this is an everyday look. I don't want to look like Skeletor. I don't want to look like I've lost all the fatty deposits in my face, because then it will make me look a lot older, and that's not what I'm going for. You also want to make sure you don't bring it too close to your mouth here, so just like right around this area. And I bring it out like this, and I work in this area, and then when I'm blending it out, I pull it down kind of like in a triangle. And a lot of times you might want to look in your mirror and then go look in another mirror in another location just to make sure that everything is blended nicely. And then if you have a face shape like mine, you might want to soften up your jawline. So I'm getting more bronzer, and then I'm going to run it right along this area right here, kind of like on the front, the middle, and the back of this area. And it will kind of soften up this and make sure it's not too distinct. Then I want to run it along this area right here, darkening it right here, and then kind of pulling it up. And this is all very subtle, and that's what makes it good for every day. It's hard not to do my whole face because I'm so used to it. Now I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. contour, angle contour brush, and it's really good and small, so it's good for the nose area. And I like to do right here. It adds some plumpness to my lips. And my nose is small and very thin, so what I like to do is kind of shorten up this part right here. So I'm going to add some bronzer right there, just to the middle part, but I don't want to get it on this part. So I just add it right there. And then to make this part of my nose look more flat instead of so pointy, I go back in with my concealer and kind of place it right along this area right here. Now time for highlighting, and you can either do highlighting or you can do the contouring, or you can do both like I do. This is from Lorac. It's the Tantalizer, my little Finish 5 by Fall, and I'm going to use this highlighting shade right here and an e.l.f. Concealer brush. And just run that along the tops of my cheekbones right here. This is a very subtle highlight. And then I want to make my nose look straight, so I'm going to very lightly do that. And actually I'm going to do my finger for the Cupid's bow. And then blush. Here I've got this one by City Color, Antique Rose color. And I'm just going to place this on my cheeks, and a lot of people like to smile, but then you'll see, oh look, if I was smiling and I put my blush right here and then I stop smiling, my blush will be down here. Not good. I want to have it up here, so I'm not going to smile while I put this on. And I like to put mine kind of this area right here because my face is so long that that looks best. If you have a very round face, you want to put your blush farther back. That is the final look. Here is the contoured side, and then here is nothing. And I think this side looks way better. But I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think about everyday contouring. Is it worth the time? I think so. Let me know. Bye.